lines, 809, trying to find which are divine and which are just fine. From after this wireless, the bland and eclectic, they're gonna realize it's not very effective. What's up, trainers? Welcome to the Pokemon Podcast. It's not very effective. Episode 7. If you've ever seen a Pokemon, that's enough to judge it. We're your hosts, Light Travel, aka LT, and...
the one who doesn't care about Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I missed a part.
AKA the most average teeth in the game.
I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be cool and begin to not read my little script, because I remember it now, and then I didn't remember it.
I also just didn't say my name. I said the one who doesn't, AKA the most average teeth in the game.
Just didn't even say your name.
My name's Jacob, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm the one who cares about Pokemon. Everything is fixed. This is the show where we create an objective, unquestionable, definitive rank list of all Pokemon, complete with all our prejudice and bias. Each episode, we randomly select 3 Pokemon, pit them against each other, then figure out where to put them in the complete list. So Peter can rest easy knowing that no harm will come to these fictional creatures of near-human intelligence, and that they are merely being judged harshly on their physical appearance. By the time this is out, there will be a bonus episode out.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's the noise it will make. It's on Sword and Shield stuff. We're gonna do the best starter, the best legendary, which I had in my notes here as legendaries, and then I took off the S and did not put a Y on instead of an IE. So that was stupid. And then we're gonna do our list of all the new Pokemon that have been revealed. And like our best overall. So we're not gonna combine our lists into one list. So it's you still have to watch. You still have to keep watching for when we add them. Get what I'm saying? Get what I mean?
You better.
And you know, I wanted. It seems kind of stupid, but we should have a battle over Nessa or Sonya. I think. I want to see where that goes. I think there's a battle to be had there. Possibly.
With us, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it'll be our first 5-minute episode.
Well, it'll be part of the larger episode. We're not just doing one episode on Nessa versus Sonya. If we were, I'd have to bring like a lot of porn into it to justify its length. To justify my length, right? Am I right over here? Thanks. There was a survey that came out. Well, not came out. There was a survey on Reddit that a person
conducted.
Yeah, I guess you would say that. I guess you would use those words. Called Mamma Mia 1001. It was a favorite Pokemon survey. I thought it was interesting. There were over 52,000 responses. So, like, you know, it's not like the biggest thing ever, but it was sizable at least. 'Cause there are some people that you see articles about surveys sometimes where there's like 1,000-person sample size. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's just throw that out right now because that's garbage and means nothing. I feel like 52K is a bit more of a thing.
It's pretty good.
Although there's clearly a whole lot of other bias that could go on there, but whatever, this is just for fun, and it's not like their list is objective or anything.
Like ours.
Yeah, our list is the objective one, so this one is just for fun. So I just thought I'd look through and see where everything that we've already ranked stacks up and how different it is, or how similar it is, you know? So let's go through it. We got number 1, Gengar, ranked number 1 on our list. On that list, it's number 2 with 1,056 votes.
Not at all surprised.
No, and it
deserves to be that high.
Yeah, well, and it sort of continues with that trend. Number 2 on our list, number 19 on the survey is Snorlax, 433 votes. Number 3 on our list, number 43 on the survey, Mewtwo with 298 votes. It actually continues in this trend of our list being the same as the survey ranking for a little bit, which I thought was interesting. Because, I mean, clearly the objective list, right? It just proves itself. Dragonair, number 4 on our list. Number 84 on the survey. 157 votes. Number 5, Poliwhirl, 133 on the survey. 96 votes. And then I think this is when it gets
That's where it.
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 6, Ariados, ranked number 521 on the survey with 13 votes. So it's quite a lot further down. And then number 7, Go-Goat, ranked 292 on the survey with 37 votes. So, you know, people don't like Ariados as much as we do. That's when it starts to... I think it's back in order again, though, after that. Number 8's Gloom, 325 on the survey, 32 votes. Number 9 is Stunfisk, 370 on the survey, 27 votes. Number 10 is Seadra, 556.
I want to meet the people who voted for Stunfisk.
Why? People seem to say that about Stunfisk a lot. Oh, look, some like acting like Stunfisk is a shitty Pokemon or something.
No, it's just a more unique pick.
No, I just mean though that people seem to have that.
Oh,
What
yeah.
you're saying, not just I'm not really responding to you, but people seem to have that like, Stunfisk sucks. Like, who cares about Stunfisk getting into Sword and Shield? I'm like, well, I feel like there's a lot worse than Stunfisk, honestly.
Of course there is.
Stunfisk is a particular thing. Like, it might look like a dumbass, but it's sort of supposed to. Like, it seems to be as intended. So, Seadra, number 10, ranked 556 on the survey, 11 votes. Number 11, Mudsdale, ranked 508 on the survey with 14 votes. Number 12, Fracture, ranked 660 on the survey. What is wrong with my brain? With 6 votes. Fracture, pretty low. Pretty fucking low. Number 13, Tepig, ranked 336 on the survey with 31 votes. Number 14, ranked 106 on the survey with 121 votes. Zapdos. See, there's some Gen 1 bias going on here, I think.
Of course.
I mean, that's what you would expect. This one, I didn't expect exactly, but ranked 770 on the list. 15 on ours. Dartrix with 2 votes. It's pretty low. Although, you could say for some of these things, these are people's favorites, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the chances of one of the newest starters out, I mean, besides the really new ones, the second evolution of a starter being somebody's favorite? Like, you can say Gen 1 has had a lot more time to, and many other
It's a lot
previous
more time
gens.
to pickle.
What's a lot more time to have been someone's favorite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, people are careful with, like, calling things their favorite. Like, that's my identity, dude. You can't just say something's your favorite. It's your identity. Do you want Dartrix to be part of your identity?
Forever?
I don't. But he's alright for Sword and Shield. Put him in. Just like everyone else. Number 16 on our list. Ranked 24
Too high.
on the survey. Garchomp.
Too high.
404 votes. Too damn high.
Too damn high.
I like seeing the picks, though, where it's in complete opposition to ours.
Yeah.
It makes me think we truly are doing God's work. 17 on our list, ranked 76 on the survey. Houndoom, 177 votes. That's going to be a too damn high for me.
Me too.
And 18, last on our list, Binacle, ranked 770 with 2 votes. So that's on the Dartrix level. Neither of them are actually the lowest. There were some Pokemon that were not voted for at all, but not many, like 4.
I would like to see the top Pokemon and the Pokemon that were not voted for. I'm interested.
Okay, I can have a look here. The top Pokemon, Charizard,
Of course.
which is not a surprise, really. I was a little surprised at Gengar being second. Well, hold on. No, yeah. Gengar being second because, I mean, I know I like Gengar, but I didn't know Gengar was necessarily that popular overall. There were 4 Pokemon that weren't voted for at all. Silcoon, Gothita, Electric, and Yungoos. You probably know one of them, maybe.
I know Silcoon.
Yeah.
I don't know the other 3 at all.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there
Yeah.
sometime within the next 5 years.
Implying I'll live that long.
I'll live that long, Jacob, honestly. And once I'm over, this is clearly over. You don't know how to do... You don't do almost any of this.
I'll take the, what's the word?
I don't know, Jacob. I'm not good at knowing what the word is. There's no new information on Ferrarex this week.
Yeah,
'Cause, again, I just didn't do it.
the various ologists that work for us have come up dry once again. It's hard to find a Ferrarex in the wild. I don't blame them.
I mean, Ferrarex is fast.
Mm.
You might even find one, but it's not gonna stick around very long. Jacob's favorite is still Gengar. Because he's a pleb. He's exactly the same as the survey that took in everyone's opinions into account. He's one of them.
Oh no.
I say as like Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why I'm shitting on Jacob for this. It's stupid. Jacob actually did tell me another Pokemon that was one of his favorites before this, but I'm not going to say what it was.
Ooh.
You'll have to find out sometime within the next 5 years.
Yep. Unless
one of us die.
Unless you just literally ask me, and I'll probably tell you.
Yeah, but then don't tell our growing audience, please.
So like no one.
Yeah. Let's choose this week's Pokemon.
Wap bop 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 ba.
Generate Darmanitan.
Is it like the T
Is
as in
number
like,
one.
Is like Darmanitan? Maybe?
I don't think so. There's no IAN. Let me look at the Japanese name to see if I can figure it out a bit more. That's called Hihi Daruma. So I don't know.
I like the Japanese bit. That.
Hihi Daruma.
I like the Japanese name better.
It's like a Daruma. But Hihi, which he could be fire. But it also looks like he's sort of laughing too. So, there's a couple of puns that could be there.
Mm.
Okay, no thanks. Bulbapedia, I don't know what that was, but... number 2... Muck. Oh, it's happening already. I wasn't expecting that. The day has come. Not the day for any of mine, but the day for one of Jacob's.
One of my favorites.
One of his actual favorites. Okay, this is going to be a thing then. This is going to be one of those episodes. I don't know why I'm saying one of those episodes like it's... Well, I guess it's happened. I guess Gengar is one of my favorites. I'm not going to let this happen very easily, Jacob. Whatever's going to happen.
Muck is number 1.
I'm
deciding now.
Jacob, shut the fuck up. We'll get to it. And Pokemon choice for this week is...
Drum roll. Click, click, click.
Well, actually, I'll explain it first. Click. Every month you can get 5 votes to use on any Pokemon you want, and we pick the one with the most votes. So patreon.com/notverycast for that, and the bonus episode that we have not recorded yet, but we will be doing tonight. It will be out right now if you're listening to this on the Patreon for money. Sword and Shield, Nessa or Sonya. That's going to be the draw, even though I don't think that will take longer than like 2 minutes to figure out. But maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. It's Charmeleon.
Yeah.
Did I even say it? I said it now. It's Charmeleon. That's the Pokemon choice for this week. Thanks, Mom.
So right off the bat, the reason I like Muck the most is because
Jacob, stop.
Its name backwards.
Dude, stop. I can't.
Is cum. That's why.
Classic Muck joke. Well, I'm not gonna do the image yet. I'm not gonna do the fade in yet because I don't want to do more work, and also because we didn't start talking about it properly yet. So let's do this properly and not get ahead of myself. Jacob, I restrained myself when Gengar came up. I didn't go crazy, okay?
Come.
We're not starting off with Com. Com is second in line. We didn't do Pokedex numbers yet.
I'm a bit simple, so come.
Darmanitan. Man, I don't like... How should I say it? I don't like the way I'm
Just
saying
say
it.
Hihi Daruma.
Yeah, you know what? Hihidaruma.
The Japanese name is just actually better.
Yeah, dude, I see that a lot where it's just like, yeah, that's a better name. Like Scorbunny. Scorbunny's name sucks. A little Sword and Shield here for you. A little taste of the bonus episode. Scorbunny's name sort of sucks. It sounds stupid. Hibunny sounds way better. It's got the fire in there. Hibunny. Hold on. Let me look it up for a second. I can't remember where to stress the fucking... I think it's Hibunny. Yeah, Hibunny. So the E is longer. Okay, there we go. Hihidaruma. What do you think of Darmanitan, Jacob?
I like it.
In fact, stop
good.
for a second. 555 is
yes.
Darmanitan. Muck is 89. 0. Why did I said it and then I tried to say it the wrong thing. 89. Charmeleon's a cool number 5.
Charmeleon's literally just Lizardo.
Dizado. And Muck is just cum.
Bet baton.
Beton. Okay. Yeah, Darmanitan, Jacob. Now we're gonna fade in. What do you think?
It's cool.
It is pretty. And you know what? This will begin. So you know what? I'll put it in the bonus episode. Well, can I yet? No, I think I have to wait till I get 3. I don't know. How did I want to do this? Okay, so what I'm talking about right now is Pokemon with alternate forms and how I wanted to do those. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is wait till I get at least 3 of them. Unless there's something else outstanding happens. And then I'll add that to whatever bonus episode we're doing.
So what number is this? Because this is... Hihidaruma has Zen mode.
Yeah, I don't think we've had any other alternate form yet.
Muck had the Alolan form.
No, the Alolans will be their own list though.
Okay.
Which I'll choose randomly. But I was thinking I'll just do the alternate forms after we actually get them in the normal list.
Yep.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd probably be a bit weird. But yeah.
I like it. It's cool. It's got a bit of Oni face going on. It's got the flame eyebrows.
It's a pretty Japanese one.
Yeah.
Being based on the Daruma.
It's got that kind of monkeyish, got the monkey paws sort of thing. It's kind of round like a frog, which maybe is a little weird. But
the eyebrows are sick.
I fucking like the eyebrows.
The eyebrows,
cool.
I would say, are the best part.
Yeah. It like the whole face. The face is probably my favorite part, I would say. Like it's just like I said before, it's just Oni face. It's just creepy and fucking staring right at you. It's good.
The eyes as well are solid. Like that whole area pretty much. I feel like
Angry React.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really look angry though.
He looks like
it just looks ready.
Yeah.
It's ready to go.
I'm noticing now, like, is there any part of this that is like somewhat based on a frog? Because like its back legs are kind of like littler and kind of knees are bent.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's like slightly froggish.
I get what you mean. I'd probably go for some like a gorilla before that. Yeah. Gorillas sort of stand like that as well. It might not be exactly shaped like a gorilla, but I would. It's like a gorilla, but really rounded. I think that's why you're getting the frog thing.
Yeah. It's mostly the rounding.
Oh yeah, and if you look at its name origin, it could be an orangutan sort of thing.
Right.
but who knows? Do you have any problems with it? I feel like it looks a bit awkward in the way its body is. I'm not even sure how I feel about between its mouth and its eyes and stuff.
That looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a ridge. Sticks out a bit.
I don't know if I like that. It maybe fucks up the flow of the face for me a bit.
I think the problem lies in like when it goes around the right side of its head or our left, like, and you see it and it's like kind of sticks out like a bevel.
I know what's annoying me about it actually. How the lip is jagged. That looks weird with the teeth to me.
Yeah, it does actually.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like that. I don't know if I'd rather it be straight, but that's fucking it up for me.
It would never close its mouth, but
I mean, it's not gonna close its mouth anyway. Does it look like it's about to close its mouth?
no, never.
Well, its mouth is closed, I guess, technically. Its teeth are closed. Yeah, I don't know, because that being jagged fucks up the jagged teeth. It looks weird. I don't really like that part of it.
Kind of does. In fact, now I'm seeing this as like the teeth and that jagged bit are all a helmet, and the actual thing is some scared little orange bastard under the skin. That's the way I'm seeing this now. Like it's like some smaller guy under like some kind of armor.
Nah. Yeah.
Like the teeth are just to scare people off, but they're really not actually its teeth.
I think it falls apart a little bit at the mouth part.
Yeah. I still like its face.
And I'm not sure about the body in general.
Initially I thought I might have had a problem with the point, but I don't really.
What point?
Like its
You mean the tail?
Yeah.
I'm alright with the tail.
I don't really mind the tail.
I feel like I would rather its body be a bit bigger. I feel like its arms might just go out a bit too far. It's like its body is too small for.
Either its body needs to be a bit bigger, or you just pull the arms back a touch.
Yeah, something like that.
Just make the arms a little shorter.
It looks
make it
kind
a little
of
more
awkward.
compact. The arms just do look a bit big for the front.
Yeah. Yeah, the body is just a bit awkward, maybe, and yeah, I'm not really into the eyes to teeth transition.
It's kind of like once you notice it, it's sort of distracting.
Yeah,
Ruins the kind of the flow of the whole thing.
Yeah, it is a bit of a Mudsdale in that. In fact, I would say the top of this is higher tier than Mudsdale.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The eyes, even just the whole cutout, plus the eyes, nose, and the eyebrows, that's top tier to me. That's pretty good.
The eyebrows put it like way above Mudsdale.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
the eyebrows are too good.
Yeah, the top part of the comparison was it being the top part of the head being the good part.
Yeah.
And I think there was something else for that as well, but I don't remember what it was right now.
It's like the center bit in between the teeth and the eyes. I don't remember what the proper term for it is, but it looks too much like the guard that a knight pulls down on their helmet to speak or to see better. It looks a bit too much like that, and it's just giving me this armor vibe that isn't really ideal for this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's making me think of a mustache, sort of.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know,
now it looks like a Wario mustache.
That might be intended, maybe, because with the eyebrows, it almost looks like one of those Kabuto helmets.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you're looking at it from a mustache angle, it is a little more fitting. Except it's too smooth on that side of its face, so then it kind of flattens it out in a weird way.
the jagged part works until I keep going down to the teeth and then it falls apart. I just don't like it.
You see that and you think there's a ton of space on those upper teeth.
Yeah, I don't like it. And then I think it's the angle of the arms coming out, so it might be a case of fucked up pose for the official art, because it does bend it more.
The arms look a bit better in the sprites.
Yeah, it looks to be standing less weirdly. It looks kind of lame from the back, to be honest. But so do gorillas. You know, gorillas look sort of lame from the back, even though they'd fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But I'd still laugh if I was standing behind a gorilla, even if it would end up killing me. I would be like, hey, look at your small ass legs. You might fucking tear me to shreds, but
at least I'm
gonna laugh at your ass. It's like a fat gorilla, sort of. Just like a gorilla that just let itself go.
It let itself go so bad that its like neck disappeared and its joints disappeared.
It's kind of unfortunate because I feel like there's a pretty top tier design in here.
Yeah.
That honestly almost could have got there, you know? It's not that far off. And I don't think it's ruined by any of the things that we've said.
It just puts it down.
It kills its potential somewhat.
The spots on its chest are sort of pointless.
Yeah, I maybe would have rather had two of the same thing.
Nondescript kind of pointless dots.
I don't know why I don't know why there's three.
You only see two in the sprite.
No, there's definitely three.
I know, but like I can't see it. Go to the other one.
What do you mean? Well, you can look at it on the Zen mode.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, there's just three in a row. I think the other two are slightly smaller than the middle one.
Yeah.
You can see all three of them here.
But yeah, they're just kind of a bit nothing.
Well, after the teeth thing happens, it's like, oh, there's more. There's more stuff here.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, there's definitely some strong parts here, but
After you said it's like a gorilla that let itself go, it reminded me of the fat lady from Howl's Moving Castle. For some reason.
yeah. A bit of that body type.
Yeah. Sluggish sort of thing. This would probably have trouble climbing the stairs as well.
Well, no, this thing is actually fine, because looking at the body by itself, it's like, yeah, you're fat. But when you look at it, it's like, no, those arms go up pretty far, and you're all right, you know. And it's in proportion to everything else.
Yeah.
It's just rounded. But I don't think it's unhealthy. I don't think we need to worry about hihi dharma. You know, I think it's all right. Yeah, let's move on to
one of my favorite Pokemons.
To Muck and let you fucking talk. I wanna hear tell of just why Muck is one of your favorite Pokemon, potentially your favorite. We'll know in about 5 years or more. I've used that one too many times this episode.
So, as you know,
I don't like thinking of doing anything for like 5 years.
As you know, I'm a big fan of Pokemon that are based off something that is inanimate or not necessarily something that we are familiar with.
It's like, yeah, this isn't a bear like Snorlax or something.
So Muck is based off like just a pile of
slime.
Goo. Yeah. And it's not an animal-based thing, which is just inherently which is just
as the old joke goes,
inherently interesting to me already.
Just back off the mic a bit.
It's inherently interesting to me already. And I think just the color and especially the tongue being gray it's kind of just like it
Yeah.
adds to the whole thing being sort of gross and shit.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's simple but effective. I like its eye as well. It's kind of got like dumb guy eye a little bit.
Yeah. More like just ready to consume eyes.
Just eating anything in front of it eyes. Where's its name come from? If there's a section on that.
Well, apparently if you say its name backwards, it's cum. So I think that's where it came from.
Oh, true.
You know, there is... I'll have a look and stop saying this dumb joke.
think
Dude, you shouldn't have brought that up. You're going to have me saying it for the rest of the fucking episode.
You think one of the designers just blew a load on his page and was like, huh.
That's it. Oh, just the word muck. What are we, stupid? Like, we must be actually stupid.
It's a corruption of muck.
Yeah.
I was more thinking of
obvious.
the Japanese one. Yeah. Beton.
Well, beto
sticky.
is sticky, so
that makes sense.
But yeah, I think Muck is cool, but I don't know if he's reaching the top levels for me. That's the thing. That's why I wanted to have this conversation.
I'm not sure if he is either.
Really?
Well, Muck is like historically.
I mean, this is
a favorite, like kind of a favorite Pokemon of mine. But like, if we're talking overall designs, I don't know how high. Like, he'll be kind of up there, but I'm not sure exactly how high he'll get. Like,
okay.
I wouldn't give him top 3. I can say that much.
The thing is with this is I think we're getting into a bit of how we even view favorites.
Yes.
Because the way I view favorites is like, yeah, it's my favorite because it's the best one, you know? And you seem to be like, it's my favorite, but I don't necessarily think it's the best one.
Oh yeah.
That's completely different to how I view it. Like, all my favorites, I'm going to be like, this is top of the fucking list because it's the best one. You know?
Like, as well, because we're judging designs, there's a lot of exterior context stuff that helps with them being favorites. Like, fucking, it's just kind of being like, I guess sort of maybe like based off like fucking some kind of pollution or like just fucking crap. Like just fucking that shit that ends up in the bottom of a rubbish bin after it's been cleared 10 times.
Oh, so you mean like the concept?
Yeah, the concept is cool.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point.
It's just like,
because we're not really.
That's not what we're judging, though.
That's not what we're judging.
So
yeah, that's fair that you could have something that's your favorite for other reasons than just the design.
The design is cool as well.
I think it's a good design, definitely.
I mean,
I'm not even sure where I'd put it at this point.
I got the little stubby hand thing is kind of cool. It's not too much of a finger, so it looks kind of gross.
I feel like Muck could be really different just based on, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like.
I keep wanting to drop a comment on the Alolan form, but that's not what today is.
Yeah, we can't. I am definitely interested to talk about the Alolan form of Muck.
I really, really want to talk about it.
But we're gonna have to wait until that happens.
We'll hold off.
I mean, we can get into some Alolan forms maybe after the next bonus we do.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, there's a lot of interesting ones. And we'll just try our luck. Maybe we'll get Muck. But yeah, I feel like Muck looks like he's at a rave or something.
He's
with
fucking,
the hand.
Yeah, he's going hard.
Yeah, there's a couple of sprites, yeah. But he's got the hand up like he's at a fucking rave.
It looks like he was at a rave, some bullshit popped off, radiation dissolved him, but he's like still...
So he was just a normal guy.
Yeah, but he was still going hard even though he's been like fucking turned into muck because he's
like,
just partying too hard.
I'm here, you know?
I'm here. I'm on ecstasy. I can't stop right now.
He's on ecstasy.
I can't fucking... Like,
His body chemistry completely changed, but the ecstasy is still kicking in. It's still going.
He can't stop.
He can't stop.
The ecstasy is.
He might be slime now, but
keeping him going.
I mean, what's gonna change if he stops having fun? You
Exactly.
know, he might as well just have the rest of his night. Deal with being muck tomorrow. You know.
But yeah, so
I like that. I like that made up law for muck.
he was
an unfortunate rave accident.
But yeah, like a favorite for different reasons, but still like
Muck went to a radioactive rave.
But still like sort of up there on the list.
And the original guy's name was Cum.
Come on.
Just to make this joke as stupid as possible. What were you saying? That was way more substantial than whatever I was saying.
I was just reiterating, like, yeah, it's a favorite for sort of different reasons, but he'd still be like kind of high on the list. Like I'm thinking probably top 10 for me.
I mean, it's not like those
top
reasons.
3, but top 10.
It's not like those reasons don't inform the design anyway. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the design is based on what you said, so obviously it's related. I don't think I actually want to put hard and fast rules on how we're going to judge this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because first of all, I want it to just be fun.
I think...
And to be able to fuck around to some degree.
It's
but
better that we kind of just roll with it and
just explore it as it goes.
At the time.
Yeah. Just explore it as we do it.
Because, like, in my mind...
basing
its spot on the list based off, like, its creation doesn't necessarily sit with me.
Number one is we're judging the designs.
Exactly.
That's what it is. But there's obviously a whole lot of different criteria you could use to do that.
And to be honest, that's just part of the bias anyway, that I can't really... Well, I'd have to probably work pretty hard mentally to...
I mean, Jacob, you need bias to create objective lists.
Yes.
It's key. It's a key part of it. I hope everyone understands the premise that I repeat at the beginning of every episode is a fucking joke. I'll keep doing it, though.
When we say this is the objective list, we don't actually mean that, except we totally mean that.
Yeah. We mean it.
Everything we both say is a joke.
Let's just muddy the waters even further, please.
We'll just muck the waters even more.
I was gonna go somewhere with that, in that direction.
I guess we'll move on to Charmeleon.
Chameleon. Okay, what do you think about Charmeleon?
What do I think about Lizardo? To be honest, never been the biggest fan of the prong on his head. I thought it looked odd as a kid, when I didn't even care that much about designs, but when I would see Charmeleon, I'd be like, that looks a little weird.
And the thing is, that's sort of one of its defining features too.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Charizard and Charmander, they're both sort of the same thing as this. For a lot of it. It's an orange
dragony-ish.
It's not a dragon though.
Lizard. But then dragons are lizards in some ways.
I imagine that the Charizard line were not dragon types because they were starters and you didn't have, like, double typings then.
Right.
Because you do have a Mega Evolution of Charizard, which is a dragon type. Or at least partly dragon type.
So Charizard is just fire.
Yeah. But I imagine...
It looks like a dragon.
Yeah. I imagine if Charizard had been the, final form of a starter later on...
They would have double typed it.
Yeah, and it would have been a dragon. Would have been fire dragon, probably. So, yeah, it's obviously... Well, they do say lizard for a lot of it. Or, shit, I guess it's the flame Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know, its name is... I mean, Charizard's name is Lizardon. But yeah, they are the flame Pokemon. There's clearly dragon influence here.
It says fire flying and fire dragon.
Oh, okay. I guess it got changed to fire flying eventually then. Why didn't they just make it fire dragon then? I don't know, dude. Whatever.
Go back to full picture.
Yeah.
The other issue I have as well, I think it's like hands maybe needed to be a little more defined into fingerish things. Like just slightly. Like I wouldn't
You mean
want
the claws?
Yeah, like it looks at the moment like just claws stuck on a nub, and it looks kind of weird.
I guess I get what you mean.
The feet are fine, but like I feel like they just need a bit more definition leading up to them.
I don't know how much I like Charmeleon, honestly.
Looking at it now, I'm not the biggest fan, really.
It seems like a bit of an awkward mid-evolution, honestly.
Yeah.
Puberty phase, like it's a bit of both.
I mean, I give them props for.
It almost lacks a bit of identity.
I give them props for like making something as awkward as teenagers are.
I don't know if that's the point though, Jacob.
No, but it's just funny anyway.
I mean, it certainly looks like it evolves into Charizard, but yeah.
I could also go with the biceps being a touch bigger, just like slightly, just a little bit.
I don't really like that either.
Like they don't need to be much bigger. And
it sort of has some fracture shit going for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad by any means, but
in fact, it's like chest.
It has a bit of a dad bod, honestly.
It's kind of
has that gut.
It's reminding me of fuck. What's that one called? The one that I said's chest is too small.
Garchomp.
Yeah. It's reminding me a bit of Garchomp.
You'd think you'd remember by now with the amount of times we've had that conversation.
Yeah. But like the skinny biceps, the chest being a little too small.
I don't think the chest is too small, but it sort of has similar arms.
The shoulders are could maybe be like a little bigger. I think the neck's okay.
I don't really like its beak face.
Yeah, I could pass on the beak face too.
Most of the stuff I don't like here, though, is basically what sets it apart from the other two evolutions.
Right.
Which is sort of a problem. It's kind of like it's riding off the ideas of the other two. Because obviously a flame tail is cool, but the other two have that as well. You know? And then it's just an orange lizard.
Thing.
Yeah. I like the eyes.
I think maybe it's a little bear.
No, Jake, it's a lizard.
Fuck you. Like maybe it could like benefit from having like little wings or something. Like small.
Yeah, you
like
could be right
wings.
about that actually.
Like nothing too huge because it's
no, but that would be part of it being a bit awkward. And sort of add more to it at the same time.
I think that could be cool, just like kind of smallish,
like
wings that I can't fly with, but
yeah, but they're there.
Yeah,
I actually like that idea.
Like to be honest, just as a developmental sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I like that.
And then it would look a little less.
It'd give it a bit more of its own identity.
Yeah, I think it would look just a little less,
more full.
Yes. Because there's not a whole lot going on in the chest, or really on much of it at all.
It's just kind of the other two, but the middle version.
I do like that they
which is fine, but it's a bit boring.
I do like that they picked blue to contrast for the eyes. I
think that's the same.
That's kind of cool
the whole way through.
Like,
if I remember right.
Because with fire types, they could just go like, "Yep, red eyes." But I appreciate that they use the blue instead to just like contrast it a little bit.
Looks like the other two are blue.
Yeah.
I don't know why that wouldn't be, but
the blue's cool.
Yeah, I like that. I do like the eyes in general.
But yeah, give it some wings maybe. Wings would be appropriate, I think.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Maybe less space. You see the back of the sprite?
Yeah, that. I imagine it's going to be exactly what we think it is.
Exactly. Yep.
Pretty much. Just
exactly as I expected. Some little wings.
Man, the 3D models really don't do these justice a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Although I don't really know about Charmeleon a lot of the time. There's not enough, and what is going on is sort of like I don't really like the shape of the head in general.
It's quite jagged. But
not really in a good way.
It's like the head is
that plus the beak mouth.
The beak mouth and the prong. Bad combination.
Yeah. I don't really like the beak mouth very much. There's obviously some good stuff here. I obviously like the flame tail. But when you think of those, you obviously think of the other two as well. And I don't know how we're going to take that into account exactly, but I feel like we should somehow.
I mean, I think you said it.
I don't want to go into the other two. I'm trying to step around it.
You said it right when it was just kind of just a combination of them.
Yeah, but not in the most interesting way, really.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, this is a necessary evolution, because we need a second evolution. We need an intermediary stage.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. For better or worse. Maybe worse for me.
I probably agree.
Honestly. I don't know, do we get into the preliminary list area at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I fucking have one. This one is a bit difficult. Maybe. I think I might have one.
I got a list.
Okay, let's hear yours then.
Alright. My list from...
I wonder what's gonna be first.
Oh. My list from worst
Obviously,
to best
Charmeleon.
Is Charmeleon. Don't remember the rest.
Daruma.
Daruma
or
and...
Darmanitan.
Muck. That's my list. Charmeleon, Daruma, and Muck.
Yeah, okay, I think that's mine as well.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense for me.
Because, like, Charmeleon is at the bottom because there's stuff...
Charmeleon's just not doing it for me.
Yeah. The prong I really don't like.
I don't like the beak mouth.
The beak mouth don't like. The hands, I don't hate them, but I feel like they just need a little more definition instead of just being claws on a stump. Biceps are too small. They could just be slightly bigger. Same with the shoulders, just a touch bigger.
I'm glad because there are a lot of intermediary Pokemon where they go too far with the intermediary one. It ends up looking weird because it's like they know that, oh, this needs to be something. This needs to be its own thing. It can't just be the middle phase.
Can't be the middle one.
This one just didn't do enough to go far enough, I think.
It's just too much the middle phase.
Which means, like, I don't hate it, because there are ones that I hate because they went stupid. Like, Dartrix went, weird with it.
But, on the positive side...
Dartrix, I don't even want to say Dartrix is terrible, but it went too busy in some ways.
On the positive side, I like the Flametail. Like the eyes. The legs have no issues. The dad bod's funny to me. It's a funny comment. I think the thing that stands out most to me is the eyes, really. But that's not enough.
Yeah, it definitely isn't enough.
Let's have a look at Daruma.
You want to have another look?
Yeah. The eyebrows are instantly just kind of enough to put it over for me.
That whole area is just like, it's too good.
Despite the awkward line bit around its face, that is a little weirdly placed and makes its upper row teeth look giant.
I'd say there's stuff that I dislike at least as much as that on Charmeleon, and there's probably more of it on Charmeleon.
Yeah.
And the body is a lot more interesting than Charmeleon in general.
Yeah, and it doesn't overdo it either.
Maybe with the circles on the chest a little bit, but
I wouldn't say the chest circle isn't necessarily overdoing it, but
I'd
there's
rather
no
have
need.
2 than 3.
Yeah,
But
there's no they're just pointless.
there's nothing
sort of.
really like that on Charmeleon, but yeah, I definitely like your wing idea.
And then I really have no complaints about Mach.
I mean, I'm sure you don't. Yeah, we'll go with that list for now then. Well, we'll go with that list. We both agree. Let's just go to the wider list though.
So are we going worst first?
Yeah, we that's what we do, don't we? Yeah.
Pretty sure. So where do you reckon we're looking for Charmeleon? What area?
Well, I did bring up Dartrix, so we're at least starting around the Dartrix area. Charmeleon is just very uninteresting to me in a lot of ways. I don't know where that makes me want to put it exactly. I guess under Zapdos, because, like, for starters, under Zapdos, because Zapdos is interesting to me. That's where I want to start. I don't know if you agree with that.
I would say I
You
agree
have
with
some
that placement.
You have some hate in your heart for Zapdos.
I do, but it's not worse
I just
than
mean
Charmeleon.
that's where we should start. I don't know how much lower we want to go, but definitely under Zapdos for me.
I might just be happy with that placement. Just right under Zapdos.
I think we should talk about Dartrix versus Charmeleon. Because there's stuff I like about Dartrix, but it goes overboard in a lot of ways.
I'm just kind of just realizing it's dumb bangs.
You know, the bangs don't even annoy me as much as a lot of other things on it do.
Like how much unnecessary color is on the wings. How there's too much going on.
I don't have a problem with the color. It's you take off those orange things, and I'm pretty fine with the wings. Dartrix's main issue, as I've brought up before, is just the whole brown. Take that all away, and I think it's not really that busy anymore. I just don't want the extra color in there at all. 4 colors is too many. And the brown does not do anything to justify it being there, being another color added to this. You know what I mean? I really feel like taking out the brown could do a fuck lot for this. The potential in there, I think, does more for me than Charmeleon.
That's fair. I'm gonna have to put it under Dartrix.
I'm thinking under Dartrix.
Not under Garchomp though. Garchomp's way too much of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I think that might be where we're stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even still, Charmeleon has
Charmeleon
has a lot of good points. They're just not.
Charmeleon has some weird bits, but it's
maybe not a lot of good points. Charmeleon has the eyes and the tail, really.
But it's like, it's not an overwhelming.
Is arguably less than what Garchomp has for me potentially, but then Charmeleon's body,
Garchomp is
while
just too
boring,
much of a fucking clusterfuck.
Charmeleon is more consistent.
Yeah.
Although they both do have those fucking shoulder arms. They are pretty fucking similar, honestly. I don't know why they did this already and decided it was a good idea to do it again. I will say I think they work better on Garchomp.
Yeah.
If there's one that I'd rather change it on, it'd be Charmeleon.
Yeah.
Because at least with Garchomp, they sort of turn into the scythe thing, so it fits more.
Right.
But yeah, I don't have a problem with putting Charmeleon over Garchomp.
Mm.
I think that's a good place
Safe
for
bet.
it. Yeah.
I guess we'll move on to Hihidaruma.
Yeah. This will be an interesting one. I think we can go up.
How high are we going?
Well, we were talking about we think it works better than Mudsdale.
Yep.
I think it beats Seadra.
Yep.
So we're getting to the area, I think. Like,
I'm thinking...
Definitely, Well...
I'm thinking we go above Gloom.
Well, I was thinking about Stunfisk, but I'm like, nah, the eyebrows kill Stunfisk alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the eyebrows are too cool.
I like Stunfisk, but Stunfisk is average.
Yeah.
It's not...
It sure is a flatfish.
Yeah, it's not the most interesting. Hihidaruma has the eyebrows that really set it up. Well, not even just the eyebrows, the eyes and the eyebrows. That whole area, I think, is really solid.
Mm.
Yeah, we're definitely around Gloom Go-Goat.
Kasi Go-Goat?
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to have to put it over Go-Goat as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just...
I don't want to go too far on the strength of the eyebrows, because...
The eyebrows put it over Go-Goat for me, at least.
I don't know, man.
Because, like...
I gotta keep...
Go-Goat just...
I gotta keep the rest of it on my mind.
Go-Goat doesn't have enough going on.
I think Go-Goat has enough going on.
I think... And I mean, like... Not... Rephrase that.
I would
like,
argue that Go-Goat is
it's not as
more consistent
as
than...
interesting to me. It doesn't stand out as much. It is more consistent for sure, but it doesn't catch my eye anywhere near as much. And I think that's in big part due to the eyebrows and the teeth.
Hihidaruma. Some of it catches my eye in the wrong way, though. I don't know how much it ruins it. Because, yeah, I don't think there's a lot wrong with this. It's just the potential that gets me.
Mm.
Just imagine if it was all at the strength of the eyes and the eyebrows, you know?
It'd be pretty high.
It would be. There's a lot of potential here.
Mm.
You know, I'm thinking... Imagine accents on the arms that were similar to the eyebrows. Something like that. I think they should have gone harder with the eyebrows. The rest maybe... I don't know. I wouldn't want to ruin it by doing it too much. But at least on the arms, I feel like you could do something similar to that.
You see that kind of like...
If you get what I mean.
The lighter section up the arms?
Yeah.
What if they made that color? Or those two colors?
I don't know about that exact pattern, but yeah, maybe something like that.
Mm.
I was thinking more of just the kind of eyebrow thing, but sticking off, or like going like just out of its hands like flames in that same coloring.
Right.
Around them, maybe like Zapdos' tail, but coming out of the hands.
Sort of like a dress shirt, in a way.
Yeah, kinda.
Like I've seen some traditional
like
shirts where they have like these really wild ass cuffs coming off that like stick out over the hands.
Yeah.
I'm still happy to put it over Go-Goat. But not Ariados. Oh yeah, I wouldn't put it over Ariados.
It's weird, man. I come in like defense force for things that I've previously been like, they don't do anything for me. When this does, yeah, you know what? I should really go on that because I've said Go-Goat doesn't do much for me. And
Those eyebrows, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Go-Goat is consistent, but this probably edges it out.
Yeah.
I just don't want to take it too far on one part of it.
They're so good, though.
They are good.
Especially that
but
little...
you have to take the rest into account.
That little curl at the bottom of them. Like...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Reminiscent of that sort of art style. It's cool as shit.
Yeah, well, there's obviously some Monkey King type stuff here.
Yeah.
Journey to the West. Yeah, fuck, man. It just could have been better. You know?
Mm.
It could have been better.
When this podcast is bigger, we're gonna have an artist who's redesigning these to what we say.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would
honestly.
be cool as shit. I would actually want to see that.
Maybe I should just learn to draw by then.
You could do it. You could redesign these to our specifications.
I could, but I would actually need to put an effort.
True. And effort is effort.
It is. Although, I did always used to draw Pokemon and Digimon, which was fun.
You would just like
maybe it'd be a good way to practice.
Would you just like try and draw them like?
I would trace shit all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Like I would get tracing paper and trace shit. And then that's how I got better at drawing. And then I just stopped. And I don't know what I did.
Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Great job, dude.
So.
Yeah, let's get back to this.
But under Ariados?
We should have the fight with Ariados for a second.
Mm.
If you want to put it over... Well, I want to put it over Go-Good as well, but...
I like the legs, like, That kind of gold and purple color schemes, fucking love that shit.
It is really good.
Like, the whole color scheme of Ariados, I think might be my favorite part. Like, what I said, I think I said it during the episode with Ariados. Of course I said it then. It's got...
No, that was not the episode where we talked about it. We just put it on the list.
I spoke about Ariados in the first episode, and I said it's
not the first episode. You mean the...
yeah,
that was the joke. I'm pretty cool. I'll be here all week.
It's got that whole warning colors thing going on.
Yeah.
And that sits
Although, Jake, if those eyebrows aren't
a
warning, then I don't know what is.
That's true. But yeah.
Yeah, you know, most of Hihidaruma doesn't make use of the eyebrow color scheme like I would like it to. The rest is fine, completely serviceable, but it feels like a bit of a waste.
A little plain, maybe?
Yeah, just compared to... I don't know... You couldn't do a whole lot more because you would risk doing too much and making it like too over the top. But I think you could do more if you made use of the eyebrows again. I think on the main arms, probably. So maybe we should put it there.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with that.
Because Ariados makes full use of those colors.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't just have them on the back and not the legs or something like that, you know?
Love that purple and gold.
Which I guess is the equivalent, right? Because think about I don't remember what I called these, but the back legs, maybe I did. The back legs are like the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right? So it reused the solid color scheme on the legs, and Hihidaruma did not. It just did the eyebrows.
Really don't like the English name for Hihidaruma.
I just don't know how I even want to say it. It's annoying when you know the Japanese word, because Darmanitan, it makes me want to say Darmanitan or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess if we're saying it in English and it's based off
Darmanitan. That's how I want to say it, but that's not what the actual word is.
If we're saying it in English and it's based off an orangutan, then it makes sense to say Darmanitan.
I wish I just called it Darmanitan. That'd be better. But I'll just stick to Hihidaruma. That's what I've been doing since I started watching the show in Japanese. I've been like, oh, dude, that's a much better name for this.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that
like Tepig,
they sound cooler.
Pokabu, is a
That's
much,
way better.
Yeah.
That's way better.
What was? I think Oshawott. What the fuck is it called? I don't like. I don't like Oshawott. Is that what it's called?
I think that's correct.
I'm
Oshawott.
thinking of the right one, right? Yeah. Fucking Mijimaru is such a better name for Oshawott.
What does Mijimaru mean?
Well, Miju is probably... Mizu is water.
Does it just say it in the
seems
thing?
like a bit of a corruption of that. No judgment on this Pokemon, by the way.
Yeah. Oshawott might be a combination of ocean, shell, water, wash, and otter.
Mijimaru may be a combination of Mizu, water, or Mijuku, naive or immature, which would make sense for the Pokemon and how to act, and Maru, round. You never know with these, because they're always sort of like, yeah, it could be. But definitely the Miju is probably to do with Mizu. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they just have... The Japanese names are way better sometimes.
Yeah.
The English names have some good ones, though. And sometimes they're just the same name.
Pikachu. Isn't Pikachu the same?
I'm pretty sure Pikachu is the same, yeah. Pikachu is a solid name, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would localize Pikachu any better, you know what I mean? And I guess that way they didn't need to do any of the voice work again, which is a good idea.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
And the voice actress for Pikachu is pretty fucking iconic. You wouldn't have had anything better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a good idea not to change that. Yeah, okay, let's put on to Ariados then.
Yep.
And...
Come.
Yeah, come. Our boy, come.
How are you going?
I'm on Poliwhirl Dragonair. Because you know I like Dragonair. I don't know if I want to let Muck go above Dragonair, but I'm not sure about where I'd put it with Poliwhirl.
I'd put it over Poliwhirl.
Yeah,
I'd put it over Dragonair.
Yeah, well, I think that's where we're gonna have to argue.
Let's have the bold talk again.
Well, look at Muck. There's not a hair on that head. There's nothing on that head.
And that's fine.
Because he's slime.
Exactly.
Let's not have the bold talk again. Let's try and do this without having.
Well,
the bold
that's why
talk.
I would put it over Dragonair.
Is that actually why you'd put it over?
I don't have a problem with Muck. And then, to me, Dragonair looks like too bold.
Why do I have to live in this world? Oh man, this is gonna happen for the next 5 years or more. Oh no. Why? Why did they have to pose it like that? It looks fine in other situations. It looks fine.
Oh god.
He's just using the awkward pose again. He's doing it again, everyone. Please help. Please send help.
Please send us money on Patreon and I might stop.
Yeah, maybe it'll stop then. Oh, man. I'm looking at the time. We're an hour and 8 minutes in, and we're having this fucking conversation again.
It's too bold.
I don't know how to combat this. I need a solid defense for this. It's because you're not playing ball with me saying it's the pose. You're just like, yeah, it is the pose. And I'm like, oh, fuck. He knows it's the pose, and he's just doing it anyway. What am I supposed to do then?
Bad pose.
It's like you have a hostage, you know? I can't fucking do anything. Okay, how am I gonna kill Muck today?
No.
You're not wrong. I don't really...
In fact, the fact you pointed out he's raving made me like him more. It's great.
He's not really raving in the official art, though, which seems to matter a lot more for you. Official art and its poses.
Yep.
I don't have a lot of problems with Muck either, honestly. Muck is a good design.
Yeah.
Muck is like exactly what it needs to be.
No,
this is not helping my case,
no
but well, the problem is that I think I don't really have any issues with Dragonair either. And Dragonair
is bold. Too bold.
The problem here is Dragonair plays to my sensibilities more than Mach does. I think that's really the issue.
Right.
We're going to get to a point where we don't really have problems with things, but it's just, it plays to our sensibilities more.
Mm.
And for me, it's like, yeah, it's a girly looking dragon. That's the type of shit I like, you know? That's how it goes.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah. Gay dragon. I like gay dragons. What can I say?
What a cool guy.
I know, I'm so cool. I'm owning it. Tell these people something they don't know about me, dude.
I don't want to.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I could.
You could.
But I don't want to.
Well, if the types of things that I mean, you could tell them our address. It'd just be, stuff like that.
No, that's not even what I mean.
No. I don't actually know what you mean. It could be a bunch of things. I don't think I'd really care.
There's things I just don't want to say. Because it's just, like, even though I know you don't care, it's not
relevant.
I care. It feels like I'm doing a disservice to you. I feel like a dickhead for saying that.
I'm going to have to ask you what you meant by this after this.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually curious now.
It doesn't feel right to say it on a stream about Pokemon.
Well, it's not a stream, but...
a fucking
it's a
podcast
pre-recorded.
Welcome back to Social Eating. It's funny, though, because I did actually say that Mach wouldn't get into top 3, and here we are putting it at number 3.
Even if it beats Dragonair, it won't be...
It doesn't beat Mewtwo.
No, I don't think it does. Well, I don't think it beats Dragonair.
Actually, yeah. So, no, it's not getting in top 3. What am I talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's getting number 4.
Well, it's not getting number 4, because that's...
It is getting number 4.
It's getting number 5.
Because Dragonair is fucking bold, and Mach is perfect.
Man, I need to kill this bald thing somehow. I really need to...
Just kick me off the podcast. It's your only option.
I mean, 7 episodes is a pretty good run.
7 episodes, everyone. Thanks.
There was a time when I knew I would just have to take being objective over having a co-host, you know? If we're at that point.
There was a time in this podcast where we didn't have to think about Dragonair being bold. And now we have to think about Dragonair being bold nearly every episode.
I know you like Dragonair's color scheme.
I love it. It's really good.
Yeah, I think it beats Mach for that.
Well, wouldn't this be appropriate for Shine Breakers anyway?
Not yet. I'm not shine breaking yet. I think I can do more than I've done.
Okay.
Because I know you like Dragonair's color scheme.
I really do.
Yeah.
The fucking ruby red eye.
That's what I mean. I don't think
God.
Mach doesn't have. You had a good point about the tongue, but I don't think it has anything that quite gets there as much as the contrast between the red and the blue, like just the dark blue on the orbs and the light blue on the white.
Gotta say, this color scheme thing's hit me like a truck.
Yes, I did it. This is what I wanted. I need to bring up the color scheme more.
I think you got me with that one for Mach.
I really like Mach, and it definitely has a good color scheme. The gray tongue is interesting to me.
I really like the color scheme, but
I don't think it beats Dragonair.
But Dragonair's contrast with the red and the blue, it puts it over.
There's a little bit of that with the tongue and the rest of it here.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Those colors,
it's not quite as good.
The colors do blend a little too much for it to be as stark of a contrast, I think.
Yeah.
Although the gray tongue, man, it's.
I like it. I hadn't noticed it before, but it's a good point about it.
Because it's like it's sort of reminiscent of like those infections and shit people get on their tongue.
Yeah.
And like the mold sort of thing.
Yeah.
When people's tongues get really fucked up when they don't clean them.
Exactly. I just recently started cleaning my tongue. Pretty random, but I did. Felt like the time to bring it up.
I've been cleaning my tongue about as long as I've been brushing my teeth. So, like, most of my life.
Yeah, I don't know. Just nobody told me. And one day I looked at my tongue like, man, that looks pretty fucked up. I should just clean that. That can't be good for anyone.
When
There's actually a particular reason I thought of doing it, but I'm not going to say. Yeah.
Our parents told me earlier in life, you meant to clean your whole mouth, teeth,
Shit,
everything.
dude. When they should have fucking told me.
And I was like, oh, tongue too? And I'm like, yeah. Clean your tongue as well. Just be careful. You don't want to fucking throw up.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about it.
Yeah.
Can't really go too far back. You know what it is, though? My throat generally feels like there's something stuck in it. So even if I don't go too far back, sometimes it'll be like I can already feel the the annoyance in my throat. So it, just having something else on my tongue just starts the gag reflex up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So aside from our tongues and
Mock's
mold,
tongue.
Yeah. The color scheme, it breaks it, I think.
Okay, good. We didn't even need to get shine breakers.
Nope.
Because I was going to say, Mock has a pretty cool shiny, honestly.
It's the green A.
Yeah, I think it's a
nice color. It's a fitting color.
Well, I know you don't like Dragonite shiny. I think that would beat it when it came down to it. So I didn't want to let it get there.
If we ever use shine breakers, Mock would win.
I think so, yeah.
But base color schemes, Dragonite wins that out.
Yeah. Good, I'm happy with that. I don't think it needs to go any higher.
The main thing that wins me over is just the red to the blue.
It is really
Dragonite.
nice.
It's such a good
Not
choice.
just the red and the blue, but yeah. The range of blues and the white, it's very good.
Darkening in the orb and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's well done.
So that's that for this.
This one. That's that, Mrs. That's that.
Yeah. No change for the living dex this week. Still at 435 because I just didn't really play Pokemon this week. Well, I think I did at some point. I evolved my Fomantis into Lurantis, but that doesn't really change much.
That was a whole bunch of word soup there, my friend.
Sure was. Those new Pokemon, those Gen 7s.
Oh boy.
Any questions, suggestions, and reflections on the show, you can email us at notverycast@gmail.com. I might even read them out.
Do we have any comments to share?
We generally get a YouTube comment or two.
If we can find it.
I showed you one before, so I might as well. I haven't even watched yet, but if Mewtwo doesn't win at all, I'm going to find you. So, we're going to have to be found this week. That's from Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Scary.
Well, we both agreed that it wouldn't be that difficult for him to find us, so...
We know him by proxy in real life.
Well, more than by proxy, but...
Well, I know him by proxy in real life.
I guess you do. I don't even know if you've met. I don't remember.
No, I wouldn't say so.
I think you might
Or maybe
have.
once, I don't
Possibly.
know.
There was room for it to have happened, I just don't remember if it did or not. To see our perfect list in all its glory, feels pretty perfect to me after this episode.
Pretty glorious.
It's getting there. And Jacob's current favorite, go to notverycast.wordpress.com. Jacob, your favorite, how are we going to do this?
Actually, I like to put a different spin on it slightly.
Okay.
Because if we're talking my favorite, and it's not something that we're like debating on, then it can be a little more based on the way I actually do it, considering it is my favorite.
Sure. Well, I didn't even know that's how you did it until this episode, really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can make it whatever you want. I mean, the point is to find what your actual favorite is, right? So if Muck comes up and you think you like it better than Gengar, then that's your favorite.
Oh, boy. That's a hard one.
Yeah, so it doesn't...
I'll have to think on that.
And the reason that it was under Dragonite to begin with was that I'm stopping it here, you know what I mean? Although you did say you wouldn't put it above Mewtwo.
No, I wouldn't.
I guess we'll leave it as Gengar for now,
again,
if you have to think.
I would not call Mewtwo a favorite of mine at all. Just an interesting side thing.
Yeah. I don't know, you clearly have different rules.
Yeah.
I'm sort of interested in finding my favorite of all favorites as well, but based on the way I do it, it'll be the fucking top thing on the list. Although that does take into account your fuckery, so it might not be that exactly.
Me ranting about Dragonair's boldness. And how...
Well, I wouldn't even call Dragonair a favorite, though I've liked Dragonair a lot more since we put it on the list, and I've looked at it every time I've had this conversation.
And because it's a feminine dragon.
Feminine dragons are my wheelhouse. Whatever that means.
What a wonderful world.
What were we saying? So you're just going to think about that in general, okay.
Because that Muck and Gengar, like, what the fuck's sake?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you have that, make that decision right now.
I'm fucking having an aneurysm as it is.
Yeah, listen to a new episode every week on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, YouTube, or Twitch. All the episodes are listed on Patreon, where anyone can view the normal ones. Tell us how wrong and stupid and bad people we are for our opinions on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, or the subreddit. And if you like the show, share it with someone. It will help, I'm sure. They'll probably like it. We could be convinced, but we won't change the list. On the Patreon is where you can find all those links. Go to patreon.com/notverycost and extend the green hand of currency to lift us out of our terrible, terrible lives. What of your life this week, Jacob?
It's been alright.
Okay. I mean, an ambulance had to be called this week, so...
Yeah, I had to call him an ambulance.
It's not really as bad as it sounds, but... I mean, for me it was.
Well...
I get migraines.
Very bad ones.
In fact, I think we've brought it up before because we were talking about my glasses. Which they stopped them for like... There was a period about like over a year ago where I was getting them very frequently and it was starting to do my fucking head in. Like...
Good use.
Pretty literally. Yeah, the glasses seemed to stop that in its tracks for like a year. But I got another one. I think it's either stress or just I fucked up my sleep too much. Didn't get enough sleep. It's hard to tell which. But yeah, I got one. And the last time I got one, I had to call an ambulance too because I just did not have any medication that was doing anything. And the same thing happened this time. Last time I waited 10 hours maybe to call an ambulance. This time I figured there's no point in waiting 10 hours with this hell going on in my head.
I was elsewhere at the time and I was just on the phone with him saying like, this is probably just the best thing to do at the moment.
Well,
I know it sucks and I know you don't want to pay for it, but like, you're just going to sit there and deal with this and it's going to suck.
I knew exactly what it'd be like because it happened like a year ago.
Basically, they show up, give them Tramadol.
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
Well, it's worked twice now, so if I can get my own Tramadol supply, then I'll be alright.
Pretty serious migraines might be enough to legitimately get a prescription, but we'll have to see about that, I guess.
I mean, the one last year wasn't gonna stop, right? Like before I had the Tramadol, it just wasn't stopping. It had been such a long time. Like, usually I would sleep and it would be over by the time I wake up, like, say, 7 hours or something, and I'd just wake up with a sore head, but it'd be over. That time, it was like, it ended up being 12 hours by the time it even kicked in. Like, I'm not even sure if they would stop anymore if I didn't have something. So, yeah. Plus many other issues that I'm not going to get into.
So that's the terrible, terrible live section of this.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. People must be like, well, we're at the terrible, terrible live section. I'm going to stop so as not to depress myself since it's nearly over. Nobody's ever listened past this point, actually, I'm sure. That's the stats, dude. I've looked at the stats. The drop-off is at exactly like just before the last part, when they're like, oh no, they're doing the terrible lives thing again.
They stopped streaming. We don't need to hear it.
Yeah. You can get monthly bonus episodes and vote with your wallet on your choice of Pokemon to be featured on the show. Your Pokemon for this week were Hihi Daruma. Oh man. Hihi Daruma.
I got it.
Well, you can say it as well.
Daruma, Mach, and Charmeleon.
There we go. I remembered Charmeleon. It's gonna... Fuck. Of course you would remember Mach.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sad if you didn't.
Of course I remember Cum.
Yeah.
And I don't even really care for Daruma's English name, so...
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that if it feels right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's a cooler name.
It is cooler. Always remember, if you've ever seen a Pokemon, that's enough to judge it. Goodbye, everybody.
Don't shoot.
So many designs, 809, trying to find which are divine and which are just fine. From Aphrodite wireless, the bland and eclectic, they're gonna realize it's not very effective.
Don't shoot.